Hello everyone, I'm Rahul and I welcome you all on StudyIQ IAS English. Today, in this session, I'll be clearing all your doubts that you might be seeing on a platform with respect to the 20 million celebration. But before I begin this session, so there is this echo, just let me clear it out. So, in the meantime, you all people can mark your attendance, those all who are here. Please mark your attendance. Anyway, it's an occasion of celebrating 20 million subscribers for StudyIQ IAS. A journey that has been full of challenges, highs and lows, and at the same time, it has been really fulfilling where we have been able to reach out to each corner of this country, each region of this country, every strata of a society, and at the same time, we have been able to have a conversation with all the aspirants who dare to dream. And today's session, let's start with this thing. This is, by the way, a trailer that marks the celebration of StudyIQ IAS completing 20 million subscribers. It's there on the main channel. It's there on StudyIQ IAS channel, and it's also there on StudyIQ IAS Hindi channel. It's a very well made trailer. Please have a look. We have Nandini with us. Nandini, very warm welcome to you. Now, this is for you. Take it as a homework. Go discuss and decide it for yourself. But let me come back. Let's resume. What defines success? What defines success? What defines greatness? And what defines achievement? In general, and also as a UPSC aspirant, what it means for you. Now, let's start with something UPSC success. And let me start this session with one experience of mine where on 25th, the whole team of StudyIQ IAS was in the beautiful city of Indore. There we got to see many aspirants. Some starting their preparation, many of them in the middle of their preparation, by which I mean third or fourth attempt, and many of them in their last attempt. At the same time, on the stage we had few successful aspirants to have a conversation with all the new aspirants. And you know, what I found out, what separates success from failure was one thing only. The major factor which I found, what I will call as recklessness and mediocrity. All the aspirants whom I met, they were ruthless on themselves, and they would not settle for something that is mediocre from their standards. And what I mean by this, that to be ruthless on yourself and not to be a mediocre, which means when you are preparing for UPSC, you should have your weapons ready, because in this examination what is going to help you is your weapons. And what are your weapons? Your study material, your guidance that you are getting, the test series, the classes that you're going to attend. This have to be something top notch, with which there cannot be any compromise. Because if you're going to compromise anywhere and anyhow, it is going to be a blunder. A blunder, the cost for which you have to pay in terms of time, money, and lost chances. So it's very important to start good, to start on the right path. For example, if this is your destination, this is your starting point. Now you know the straight path, you'll travel. Just for example, just think that if you digress or if you don't have the right direction, if you digress, your destination is here, you'll be reaching somewhere else. Same goes if you digress, you're not going to reach your destination. So, dear friends, not just for UPSC, but in life in general, when you're chasing a goal, always remember that you have the right direction when you're approaching any goal. When you're aiming anything, always ensure your direction is right. Next thing in UPSC, what I'll call, many people prepare for this examination. The numbers are in lakhs. Then what makes the difference that why some people get selected and some people are not selected? That is, within the stipulated time, let's say 1 to 2 years, why someone is able to qualify the examination and others are not? The answer lies in this time frame only. There are aspirants, there are people who are able to utilize the time better. Within the given time, they can learn more, they can do more, and hence they take a head start. They can cover the distance better, which is very tough for other people to catch up. But for that, the launch pad, the foundation has to be very strong. I also have with Dulaja with me. She's asking about batches. Yes, Dulaja, we do have batches coming up. You can check those batches in the description section. All the links are given. You are asking about October. For October, we'll see after the month end. You can keep following this space. You'll come to know. Coming back to this point, you have to utilize this time better. And hence, my dear friends, as let me check the name again. Dulaja was asking for this thing only, for celebrating the 20 million subscribers, we have come up with a limited time offer that is only and only for, what will I say, for English and Hindi, only for 200 students only. And you can go and have the look at the courses 2026, 2027, 2028, and as per your choice you can enroll. And the special thing is, for first 200 students, these courses are available at a discounted price of 20,000 rupees. And let me repeat it again, for 200 students only. Now coming back, which batch to choose, 2026, 2027 or 2028. So I'll suggest, if you have a foundation, if you have the basic know-how, you can go for this batch 2026. If you have a basic decent understanding, the ideal scenario at this point of time would be 2027 batch. Why so? Because it gives you ample time to prepare, it creates a foundation for you, And if you are a college going student or you're starting from very fresh where you don't have any idea, the 2028 batch would be perfect for you. And the best thing with this batch is that it creates a foundation for you. It starts from the very basic so that it's very helpful for you. This would be the ideal batch. And just one more thing, all those people who till now had this thought that they would be appearing in the 2026 batch or 2026 examination, given as the exam is approaching, they might be having this thought to shift their examination year. That is, in which year they are sitting, they would be having a fear psychosis, hence they will be postponing their year in which they would be appearing in the examination. So my advice to all such aspirants would be, do not fear and do not postpone your appearance in the examination just for the simple fact that you are not prepared. If you start from right now, you can still make up the distance. And believe me, this thing I'm telling from personal experience, from the talks of the toppers, your syllabus would never be completed in entirety. No matter how good, how better you prepare, there will be always something that would be left out. So don't fear, give a fight. If you're planning to appear for 2026, there's still ample time. You should not fear. You should sit in the examination, especially for all those who are beginning, have experience of the examination. It is going to help you. Because if you are going to procrastinate it for the next time, from experience I can tell, whatever I've seen around me, you'll be postponing it again in 2027 with the reason, with the excuse that I am not prepared even now, hence I'll be postponing it once again. So don't get into that cycle where you keep on postponing or procrastinating sitting in the examination. Take it as a challenge, take it head on and appear in this examination. Okay, we have one more question from Rashmi Rai. So Rashmi, where is this question? Please guide how to cover up current affairs. Okay, Rashmi. So Rashmi, it depends. Just let me entertain this question. Current affairs. Now this has to be approached. I do not know like what is your level. I mean, are you just starting right now, or you are a veteran, or what you are? For example, somebody who is just starting. So for them, I would advise start with newspaper reading. Why newspaper? Because it builds your vocabulary, it builds your comprehension, it gives you idea about what happening in this world. Substantiate it with lectures. For example, Indian Express, which is taken by Ankit sir, the Hindu analysis, which is taken by Soumya ma'am. Take help from there. It's just like when you go in the gym, you take support of people to strengthen your muscle. So you read the newspaper, you see the YP series of these faculties. This will help you to have a better grasp of the subject that you need to cover. Next, just reading is not always enough. Sometimes you have to practice questions related to that so that it creates cues in your mind. You can read and recall those things better. So practice questions. And fourth is, after doing all these things, have a crux note of all the current affairs that you can revise in the end. Now let's say you are in the middle of your preparation. For example, your basics are prepared, your basics are sorted, how you should be preparing. Then the thing would be newspaper reading. You can just give a glimpse, because if you have already prepared for 2 years, almost all of the things that would be coming in the newspaper they'll be following a pattern. So you'll be already prepared. So just see the topics from the newspaper. Based upon those topics, delve a bit deeper with what is required as per UPSC. Second, such kind of people, they can also follow monthly current affairs, monthly magazines. This will give you enough space to prepare your optionals, to prepare your GS, to do answer writing, to go for ethics, essay, and other subjects preparation. And lastly, again, of all these things, make notes. Now, all those people who are there in last leg of preparation, by last leg of preparation, what I mean, all those people who are studying things from the last 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, for them, how they can cover the current affairs. They can skip newspaper, they can also skip this thing, they can stick with any monthly magazines. First thing. Second thing, which is very much important, given that they have already studied for 5 years, so most of the things that they would be covering, they would be already knowing. Hence, it's become very important for them to practice things. Now, for the last attempt people, I'll say practice is more important. For beginner, I'll say reading is more important. Why I'm saying this? Because as a beginner, when you'll be reading more, you'll be knowing more. But as a veteran, when you are in the 5th and 6th years of your preparation, what happens? You get into such a mindset where you start feeling that you know things. But given the longevity of your preparation, given the longer duration of your preparation, you start forgetting things in the back end. It's a very dangerous situation. I'm very honestly telling you, to be in such a scenario where you think that you know things but actually you do not know things. And if any veteran would be giving you honest advice, he'll say that all the paper that I've seen while sitting in the examination, I would be knowing something about each and everything but not being able to correctly recall what it is. Why? Because they just see the topic and they think, okay, I have read this. Gene editing, they would have studied gene editing, 3-parent baby multiple times, and they'll be like, I know this. So they would be not going into the detailing. So it becomes more important for you to go into the detailings to refresh those important points which otherwise you might have missed. I just hope, Rashmi, this answer your question. So, okay, Rashmi, your thing was 2027. So, I think you can have a mixed approach of these two things. Study the newspaper, YT series, practice question, make notes, and also see the monthly magazines, because in UPSC, something around 1.5 years of current affairs is very relevant. So, starting from the present time, from present year, from this time, if you will be preparing notes, it will be very handy for you for your 2027 examination. Rashmi, are your doubts addressed? If you have any other question, please shoot. So there are certain people, see, like for the community thing, I'll suggest, like we already have sessions going on YouTube channel. You all people can join those sessions in the morning, and I'll just ensure that Soumya ma'am and Ankit sir, they introduce a community kind of thing for all of you, so that all the aspirants who are preparing together, they can join them somewhere on Telegram group or somewhere where we can have a checks and balance how the preparation is going on, and also you people can support each other. Any other questions if anyone is having, you can ask me. But again, my dear friends, I'll be ending this session with two things. How I started the session. Success, the common feature that I saw in Indore among various aspirants was one thing: they would not accept mediocrity. Mediocre is akin to death. Never accept it. And the next thing is, you have to be ruthless upon yourself, during the preparation, you have to have such a mindset where you and your goal is the only thing that should matter to you in this lifetime till you are selected in this examination. And for that, again, for celebrating 20 million subscribers, we have for celebrating it with our learners, we have this special offer going on for 200 students. That's a way of ours for expressing our gratitude, for saying thank you to each and every one of you for being with us, for believing in us, and at the same time, it's a pledge that we have taken from our side to be with you always with whatever requirements you have, not just with the courses, but also if you require anything, I'll be more than happy, my team will be more than happy to provide you for free on YouTube. You just request it and it'll be done. And I just hope the festive season is going on, so I just hope that with festivities you all be having a good grasp on your topics, on your preparation. You will not be swayed away by these moments, because these are the moments, these are the days which create the difference between selection and rejection. Somebody who gets selected, he would be sacrificing such moments to be closer to his dream, to be closer to his aim, and hence I would request you to keep a moderation in your preparation and celebration. Any other question, my dear friends? It was really nice talking to you, Nandini, Rashmi, Daluja. It was really nice. And if you have any questions, any queries, any request, you can comment it. I'll pick it up and I'll just ensure that our team reaches out to you and they solve your problem. And the end, again, once again, to each and every one of you, thanks a lot for all your support. Thanks a lot for all the love that you have shown. And lastly, as a gratitude, whatever we could do to the best of our abilities, we have extended that offer. Avail it if it helps you. Otherwise, we are always here for you on the YouTube channel, and nonetheless, we'll be always here. So, dear friends, thanks a lot for joining me. Myself, Rahul, signing off. Wishing you all the very best. Keep consuming good content and take care of yourself. Bye.